GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to Kaieteur Radio and the National Outlook. It's Tuesday, July 19th. I trust that you've had a good start to the week and it will continue that way. Guyana faces blacklist if Vice News corruption claims not addressed. Economists. Well, blacklisting. I think quite a few of you understand what blacklisting means, but perhaps it would help to speak a little bit about it. But before we go there, we've got a problem with the corruption claims made by the Chinese. We know we're a caste society. We know long before the Chinese opened their lips, we have been hearing about how business is transacted in this country at government levels. We heard it before with the PNC, called the Coalition, APNUAFC, and we've heard it again. We heard it before with the old PPP governments, and we are hearing it again today. I don't need the Chinese to tell me about corruption in this country. And I know about money laundering, which is the claim that really has me worried, because that's where blacklisting comes up. I think we need to have an independent investigation. It's not the Guyana Police Force. I think, and I believe, and I'll push that the Vice President needs to get the fullest protection of the law. But he also must stand aside whilst any investigation is being done. And we don't have people in Guyana who will be able to do it. They are fearful, they may not have the skills, and they don't have the independence. However, if we allow this thing to float around and think that it is going to be swept under the carpet and it will disappear from sight, I think the PPP government, the president and the vice president, have another thought coming to them. I suspect that the Americans are behind that, this corruption claims, money laundering. And I think they have more. I think they have more ammunition that they want to put on the table and say, look, we are serious. So really, the government, sovereign nation and all, it owes the Americans. If it weren't for the Americans, they would not be in government. Let's get that straight. The PPP would not have been in government. We've seen that before in this country. But that's not the point here today. What I'm talking about today is that these corruption claims have been made, and they sort of confirm in our minds our perceptions of how business operates in this country at the state level, where people say, well, we have a lot of business opportunities here, and we have room for everybody. But you know how the business works. You know how it goes, right? How the business works and how it goes are code words that something has to be passed. You got to pass your hand. So what you know for a birth certificate and a driver's license and a passport at the individual level is taking place at the multi-million-dollar level in state offices. It involves, in my mind, politicians. The vice president may be the most innocent person in the world. I have my doubts about that, but he must be given the benefit of the doubt. But in the next breath, we need to have a clear, probing, deep, independent investigation done here. If not, we face blacklisting, and blacklisting means a whole set of sanctions can come down on this country, a whole set of pressures where our exports, where our financial system, all of this will freeze up or will be frozen out. We'll essentially, when you're blacklisted, that's a real bad thing. That's a real bad thing, and that's the threat that looms over us. And I think that the Americans are trying to send a message here to the government of Guyana. Get real, get serious, because we are serious. And blacklisting is the sword that hangs over our head. I think we need a probe, a real, sincere, authentic one. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.